What do you think Jacob wants with us?
Haven't you seen the training camps? He's making a fucking army.
What does a church need an army for?
This ain't no normal church. It's a fucking cult. They're here to stay, and ain't no one gonna push them out.
What about the whitetails?
Those guys? They're just weekend warriors. What are they gonna do against Jacob and his boys?
Well, they're doing something at least.
Not enough, if you ask me.
Are we getting close to the jail?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? I thought you knew where we were going.
It's this fucking fog. And Faith keeps appearing and disappearing, and we're trying to avoid cult patrols, and I haven't slept in days, and I'm trying not to have a complete nervous breakdown.
Jesus, okay, I'm sorry. Take a minute. We'll get there.
I think I'm losing my mind.
This is way nicer than the last prison I was in.
The last prison? Jesus, why were you in prison?
Had a sheep in the cab of my truck without a chaperone. Sent straight to jail.
Damn. Montana laws are fucked up.
You're telling me.
I gotta say, man, I'm glad you're still alive.
Thanks. You too.
Our neighbors are getting snatched by a freaking apocalypse cult. We got no worldly possessions. But, I'm calm. Because if you're still around, it can't be that bad, right? We'll survive this if we stick together. As a team or whatever. I know it in my blood, man.
Huh. That's a good point. Makes this a little less fucked up. I'm glad you told me that.
This ain't like what I thought prison would be at all.
I know. Where's the wise guy with the little mouse? Or the drug dealer with a heart of gold?
Oh, honey. Honey, listen to yourself.
What? I stream TV. I see documentaries. I know how things are supposed to be.
If the marshals couldn't get rid of Joseph Seed, no one can.
Hey now, what kind of talk is that? We're Hope County, Montana.
The hell does that mean?
It means we've gotten this far without anyone's help. We can still power through this.
You fucking kidding? Our people are being turned into batshit crazy animals. Everyone's tripping balls. And I'm not sure if the deer I'm gonna shoot for dinner is a person or not. Gonna take a lot more than flag waving to get us out of this.
How do you get so wrong? How does life chew you up and spit you out so bad that you desecrate graves?
The dead don't care. They're dead.
Graves aren't for the dead, they're for the living. They're fucking with the graves to slap us in the face, not our dead.
And it's working. See how upset you are? The dead are dirt. They're with God or become an energy or whatever. But they're gone and we're still here. Don't let their power plays get you. Not until we're out of this.
Before this, what's the most violent thing you were ever a part of?
I got in a fist fight once in school.
A fist fight? Over what?
Kid kept cutting in front of me in the lunch line.
And you laid him out for that?
Well, you know, fighting's what you do when there's nothing left to talk about.
Oh, Jesus. Fuck. Did you see them? Those poor kids.
Eden's Gate calls them angels. The fucking nerve.
They didn't even recognize me. I walked right up to them, screaming their names in their faces. Nothing.
Nothing?
Except when I touched one of them, she almost bit my fucking nose off. Had to hightail it out of there.
Might be easier to think of them as dead.
How you holding up?
Well, I'm marked, so either John's gonna roll up here any moment to drown me half to death, then pull me in an underground metal hole, then flame me alive,
We're safe enough here.
or I'm gonna die of starvation with the rest of Hope County. They've taken everything, even the weird pickle shit.
We need to keep our shit together. You're no use to anyone being a bag of nerves. Breathe.
I don't know how much longer I can do this.
I'm gonna make a run for it. I can't stay here anymore.
Don't do it. We just need to hold on a little longer.
There's nothing left to hold on to. I have to try.
Please, just be careful then.
I will. If I make it, I'll send help. I promise.
They took my house, they took my car, they even took my goddamn dog. Jesus Christ, what the fuck does a cult need a dog for?
I'm sure he's fine.
Come on, that's a bigger load of horse shit than the Peggy Manifesto.
I'm just trying to look on the bright side. We survived. We didn't die at the hands of some terrorist nutjob.
I don't know. What's left to live for? Everything I have is gone.
Not everything.
What if the bliss stuff is already in our system?
What? You think it's in the prison water?
I don't know. It's possible, ain't it? How would we tell?
Tell you what, if I start going all batshit bonkers, you just give me a smack and I'll do the same for you.
Goddamn Veteran Center's been taken over by that cult.
No shit. They got that too. Now what the hell are they gonna do with that place?
Damned if I know, but I'm sure it ain't good.
I don't like this. These people move in unannounced, take our people, our land, our businesses. Ain't right.
Whitetails will get 'em. Don't you worry.
Did you hear? Another whitetail patrol went missing.
Captured?
Probably.
What are they doing with them?
From what I hear, turning them into more Peggies.
Fuck, that's all we need. More goddamn Peggies.
So Jacob's men burned down another house.
Shit, are you okay?
Folks were inside still. I could see 'em.
Did any of them escape?
One guy broke a window and climbed out.
That's good.
Managed 2 steps before they opened fire.
Somebody's got to do something. It can't go on like this.
Jacob's got more patrols out looking for people.
That monster. Why can't he just leave us alone?
He's not going to be happy until he's got the whole county under his control.
Well, the Whitetails won't let that happen.
I hear they're not doing so good.
Don't say that. They're the only hope we have.
Isn't the point of a pilgrimage that you do it willingly? Like, you want to do it?
What's your point?
Just that there's kind of a cognitive dissonance in making people do pilgrimages against their will. Ain't a pilgrimage no more.
Cognitive dissonance? Who the fuck even are you, man?
Who have you lost?
My wife.
Was she... you know...
Killed? No. She was taken.
Somehow that's worse.
I know. I don't know what I'll do if I see her. Will she even recognize me? Will it even be her?
You'll get her back. I know it. Just... don't give up.
Saw more of Jacob's troops training in the woods.
That's happening more and more.
Not like this. They were doing target practice
So?
on a live victim. They were tied to a post. I could hear them screaming.
They are monsters. That's what they are. They're not even human.
My dad's grave is all fucked up.
What? Jesus, what happened?
I stopped to visit him for some clarity, and there were fucking Peggy crosses everywhere, and the stone was all smashed.
I'm so sorry.
Why would they do that shit?
Well, they think we ain't people. They're telling us every way they can that we're subhuman. We don't get to bury our dead.
They're gonna burn in hell. One way or another, they'll burn.
I told you this was a good spot.
Still don't like it. I promised my mama I'd never do anything that puts me in jail.
It's to save your damn life. I think she'd forgive you.
I just don't think I should have to live like a prisoner when I didn't do anything wrong.
Each bitty bit of the ground we take back in Hope County means so much.
I feel ya. You ever picture you'd be doing something like this? Taking your home back, piece by piece?
Reminds me of playing war when we were kids.
Yeah, except all the blood's real. People shit themselves when they die. And Mom's not calling us in for dinner.
You just gotta ruin everything, don't you?
We can't give up. I won't let you.
What's the point? Reality is broken. The world is ending. Literal ghosts are talking to me in the woods.
Listen, I'm also freaking out, but we are still here, and we can still shape our own destiny. We are facing a crisis, and that means we don't have time for your pity party. We just have to take one step after another.
One step after another.
The only way out is through, and the only way through is together.
Okay, thanks. I needed that. Okay.
Have you seen those creatures?
What, the judges?
Is that what they call them? They're hideous.
Not to mention vicious. I saw one chase down this poor boy, practically tore his leg off.
Disgusting. Don't know how anyone could follow someone that creates such things.
Some people don't have a choice.
I caught this Peggy in my barn before we left.
Fuck. What did you do?
He couldn't see me, so I snuck up behind him, picked up a shovel from the wall.
And what? You killed him?
No. I stood there, with the shovel over my head. I knew this fuck was a murderous whack job coming to steal my fucking life. But I couldn't do it. Christ, what is wrong with me?
Nothing, man. Simple. You're not a killer. That's no bad thing. And now they're gone, and your conscience is still clean. Not everyone can say the same.
We shouldn't linger too long here.
I just need to catch my breath.
If we get caught, they'll force us to walk their stupid pilgrimage path.
We're already being forced to walk. We're in hiding, for God's sake.
Yeah, but at least we won't get turned into soulless monsters.
Okay, yeah. Okay, just give me a minute here and we'll move on.
Pretty ironic the safest place I've been in the past few days is a fucking prison.
Rather be alive in a prison than a brain-dead angel in the woods.
Them angels didn't look brain dead to me. They looked pretty lively.
A prison works both ways. We can keep things out just as good as keeping them in.
I'm not hungry.
Well, you gotta eat something.
We're almost out of food. I think we can afford to skip a few meals until we find more.
Find more? How? We got no house with a pantry, no guns for a hunt, Peggy swarming over every damn river. Excuse me if I want to have enough strength to survive till tomorrow.
We got what we got now, and that's it. We gotta be as careful as we can if we want tomorrow to be any better than today.
Got chased by a judge once.
How the hell'd you get away?
Almost didn't. If it wasn't for the river, I would have been a goner. Dove right in, clothes and all.
Shit, that was close.
Tell me about it.
I left my watch behind at the house.
What now?
I have to go back. I have to go back and get it.
Bullshit you do. You can't go back. There are Peggy swarming all over it by now.
I need it. How am I going to be able to tell the time? Peggy's broke my phone.
Just ask someone, okay? If you need the time, just ask. You can always ask me. But you can't go back, okay? None of us can.
My old house was a piece of shit.
Wasn't that bad, man.
It would creak at night so bad I thought for sure some boogeyman was coming to get me every night growing up.
Aw, that's cute.
Yeah. John gutted and burned it to a crisp last week.
Oh. I'm sorry. Yeah. So, now that the cult's gone, can I crash at your place?
Have you heard about Jacob's chair?
Isn't that where they question you, find out what you know?
It's worse than that. They brainwash you, make you into one of them. Haven't you seen him?
Who?
The ones he's turned. They don't even recognize you anymore. My own neighbor tried to shoot me.
Well, that's horrible. I can't wait until this is all over.
I always wanted to live like a pioneer.
Right. Let me just make you a furry hat with a raccoon tail.
No, listen, maybe this is our chance to really live off-grid. No people, no infrastructure, and now, no cult.
What are you saying?
I'm saying we should grab whatever we can and just strike out into the woods. Rough it for as long as we can. Live off the land forever. Or at least till we can't.
I really don't know.
This prison is horrible.
It ain't supposed to be a hotel.
I know, but I guess I just didn't realize how bad it was. A year? Or 10? Or life? Living in this place? I can barely stand it.
And you just got here. Might want to adjust your standards for a while.
Whitetails are fighting hard, but a lot of them are going missing.
Yeah, it's unnerving.
We gotta watch our backs. If the whitetails are going down, then we sure as shit ain't safe.
Nope. Keep that gun loaded and ready, my friend.
Oh, I'm way ahead of you there. Hell, I'm not even sleeping much anymore. Gotta keep watch around the clock.
I hear Eli's been looking for more recruits.
I'm no soldier. I can't fight Jacob.
I know, but we gotta do something.
I've got some supplies at home. Maybe that'll help.
It's better than nothing. The Whitetails are having a hard time of it.
I know. Just saw one of their patrols get cut down by the cult. No survivors.
Jesus, what are we gonna do?
I don't know. I really don't know.
The Peggies could always come back.
Are you ever going to stop being a glasses half empty person?
I'm a glasses half full.
We're walking freely around our home for the first time in months, and you're already talking about the cult coming back.
I'm being mindful.
Could you please just try to be something else?
I'll give it a try.
You better.
Saw another one of Jacob's trucks heading to Devil's Drop.
Devil's Drop? What the hell's that?
Haven't you heard? It's where they take you if they think you know something.
Doesn't sound so bad.
If they don't like what they hear, they throw you off the cliff.
That's awful.
No. Awful is hearing them scream as they fall. I'll never forget that sound for as long as I live.
Nick and Kim should fly themselves out of here. They got a baby to think about.
Baby's been born into worse conditions than this and survived just fine.
Worse than this?
Yeah. And anyways, raising a kid in a war zone will be good for him. Make the kid tough.
I hope you're joking.
Hell no, I ain't. If we protect kids from everything that's horrible in the world, we'll end up with delicate little snowflakes instead of real men and real women.
Thank God you don't have kids.
I heard they're taking farms away from people.
Yeah. Motherfucker. I heard they took over Falls End.
Shit. But they haven't taken this little orchard yet.
No, they have not.
Let's take all the apples we can and fuck off before any cultists show up.
Pastor Jerome didn't show for his usual book drive.
Do you think he got out of Falls End in time?
I fucking hope so for his sake.
Yeah.
Pastor tried to warn us about Eden's Gate.
We didn't listen.
I want to go to Falls End and see if he's okay, but I'm scared.
I feel the same way. We'll have to wait for someone braver than you and me to come along.
So, I'm thinking maybe I'm gonna join Eden's Gate.
Are you out of your goddamn mind?
Look around. The world might as well be ending.
No, I refuse to give up, and I won't let you give up either.
I'm just tired of being scared all the time.
There's nothing to fear except fear itself.
The fuck came up with that nonsense?
I don't know. Shakespeare, Gandhi, who cares? Stop talking shit and let's steal some apples. How'd we get here?
The world got old, you know? I feel like we were in distress even before the Peggies got here.
No. People are stealing from us. People are kidnapping our friends. Peggy's fucked up our lives. Not just the turn of the world's wheel or something.
Honestly, I can't tell what came first anymore. The state of the world had to have some hand in it.
Fuck that. I don't care how bad the economy got or whatever. That doesn't excuse or explain this shit. We're supposed to be better than this as people.
And since when is the world ever what it's supposed to be?
The fucking Peggies took over Falls End. We gotta run before they come here.
Nah, I ain't running.
I can barely stand living here. I sure as shit don't want to die here.
This here's all I have. If Eden's Gate wants any piece of it, they're gonna have to kill me to get it.
Nothing here is worth dying for.
When I came here, I had nothing. Then I had you, and everyone else here. You're my family now. So if you want to run, I'll make sure they don't follow. And if you want to hide, I'll make sure they won't find you. But I'm staying put.
You're serious?
As a heart attack.
Well, damn. When you put it like that, I can't leave you to die alone. I'll stay too.
Knew you'd find your balls eventually.
You hearing these crazy rumors about weird experiments?
Yeah. Someone said that damn cult was fucking with people, turning them into zombies or some shit.
Jesus Christ. What's happened to this place?
I don't know, but it ain't good. And you know something else? I don't have much faith in the Whitetails.
Hard to have faith when they keep going missing.
True enough.